the Oklahoma Studios in Oklahoma City, you're watching OSU football with Brandon Chatmon. I'm Jenni Carlson. Brandon, here we sit in November. Cowboys are 8-1 atop the Big 12 South. How in the world did they get here?
Obviously, it's a combination of a whole bunch of different things. Dana Holgerson's offense, he brought in an offense that's just been simply outstanding. And then you have Kendall Hunter. I think he's a guy who has consistently been a guy who's going to make plays every Saturday. He's averaging over 100 yards per game, and when he doesn't get 100 yards, that's when the passing offense really gets into effect. So I think it's a combination of a lot of things, but the first thing you'd probably point to is Dana Holgerson and the offense he's brought in.
I think a lot of people were excited about this offense, but the way it has come together, is that even a little bit surprising to you and to what you're hearing around the program?
I think it would be a little bit surprising, just simply because you thought Brandon Weeden was going to be pretty good. You thought he had a chance to be a pretty good player, but you didn't know he was this good. You didn't know he had this type of accuracy, this type of touch, and you didn't know he had the mental makeup he's proven to have. I mean, he's making great decisions. He's not doing things that put the Cowboys in position where they're turning the ball over a lot. So I think it's Brandon Weeden more than anything, just the way he's been able to pick up the offense and run it just so efficiently. It's been outstanding.
You also didn't know he was going to have that safety blanket named Justin Blackmon either.
Right, that's right. You didn't know Justin Blackmon was going to emerge as he has. You didn't know he was going to become a guy who's going to make plays every Saturday, even if teams try to double team him. You didn't expect that. He had showed signs that he might be a playmaker in the long term, but you didn't know it was going to happen this quickly.
There's also issues of health. They've not really had a lot of injuries. The defense continues to improve. There's a lot of not so little things that have come together for this team.
Oh yeah, I'd say that's probably the number one thing if you look at the Cowboys. All their main playmakers have stayed healthy throughout the year. Sure, it's football. Sure, some guys are nicked up. There's nobody out there that's 100%, but they're still out there. They're still being productive. And then the defense. You don't get to 8-1 without having a defense making plays and playing pretty well. Because what we learned from Nebraska is it doesn't matter how many points you can score if the other team scores more than you do. So the defense has performed pretty well, even though the stats don't show it.
All right. Thanks, Brandon. Hey, stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.